Okay guys, so now that I have actually seen a little bit more of Cape York, I want to take the opportunity today to get out to one of the islands and experience a little bit of the Torres Strait as well. Not just the Cape York Peninsula, because it would be crazy with so many beautiful islands that you're constantly looking out at up here, not to at least get out to one of them. So today I'm booked for Thursday Island, which is actually where I currently am right now. I did make it over here off the mainland, but I'm going to jump back and show you guys a little bit of how to get over here and then jump you through a little bit of the islands that I'm exploring, because it's a really cool cultural centre basically. This is the heart of the Torres Strait here on Thursday Island, I believe. Obviously an expert, having been here all of like 2 hours. But yeah, I'm going to show you, I jumped on the ferry this morning about 8 o'clock, and then I don't have to be back until about 2 o'clock to the ferry this afternoon. So lots to explore, and I'm going to show you guys, of course, along the way a few of my favourite spots, because I'm just having the best time up here exploring the Cape and the surrounding areas. So this is this morning on the ferry jumping over here. So today actually I am booked for a bus tour of the island. It's basically with the same company, which is Pedals, that runs the ferries over here. It's about a 2-hour tour. If you are not up for walking, I definitely recommend it. The island's pretty small, you can walk around it, but it's just probably a really good way to quickly get around the island if you want to do that and then say come back and have some lunch here. So I did go on that tour this morning. Okay, so it's a little bit windy out here, but the first stop on the tour is the Green Hill Fort. So standing up here, you can actually see back, get a bit of your bearings down to the harbour where we just came in on the ferry, and the wind turbines out this side point towards basically Tuesday and Wednesday Islands out this side. This island I'm currently on is obviously Thursday Island, and then back towards Friday Island on the other side. But to get in the fort, just through this area on this beautiful lookout. So this is just walking around inside the old fort. There is a lot of information in here that you can come and check out for yourself, but it's definitely a very interesting part of Thursday Island's history, and even to do with Somerset moving the military base over here. Definitely worth checking out if you come to the island. So another really beautiful spot over on the island, and one you probably wouldn't expect, is actually the cemetery. But the amount of work people have put into some of these graves and the amount of different culture here is actually really incredible, and another beautiful spot you are definitely going to want to see here over on your visit. Okay guys, so stop off number 3 or whatever I'm up to, I'm not really sure, has to be this beautiful cathedral behind me that I'm just about to show you. So this is actually a really tiny little cathedral, but it was erected in memory of a shipwreck actually, which I think is just really a beautiful way for these people to show their respect to this shipwreck. And there's about 133 people that died, so almost half the crew which is incredible. This was a shipwreck out in the Torres Straits here, but really a beautiful cathedral that I think you guys need to see as well. Obviously, like, having not been to TI, I wasn't really sure what to expect, but there is so much cultural history here and so much respect and religion and culture, which is just really beautiful and really worth seeing over here, I think. So I'm about to jump in and give you guys a look at this beautiful cathedral as well. So I have just completed my bus tour. Obviously there was a bit more than you saw because I just wanted to enjoy myself and have a look around, but now that I am done with that, I have a couple more hours till I need to get back on that ferry. So I'm going to go for a walk around and see a few more spots, have a look at the main street and bits and pieces before I do actually have to go back over to the mainland. So this here that I'm walking around is basically your main street of TI. So I think they said there's about a population of maybe 3,000–4,000 people, give or take. There's a lot of government jobs, a lot of fly in, fly out over here. So it's still a pretty small island for that population. Further, you've just got the Australia Post Office, obviously. You've got a laundromat. Oh, telephone boxes. There is good service actually over here, but just a few little businesses down this side on the water as well. So this is inside the post office. It's just a whole other shop of its own essentially, which is a little bit crazy, at least what I'm used to. This is not the usual. Beautiful waterfront if you keep walking down here to Bayo Beach, and I'm assuming this here would be the main wharf. So where all those bigger boats are coming in, but a few smaller boats as well. And now that that sun has come out, it was obviously a little bit gloomy this morning. Really beautiful watercolor. I'm sure the tide would definitely come up a lot higher, but still really pretty here at the moment. So I think I'm just going to keep walking around a little bit further. I do have a few hours still, so maybe walk up to those wind turbines. Of course, with the bus tour, they do take you through to the Green Hill. They take you to a little bit of that military history, talk you through that, the cemetery obviously, and back through the main street. But there's definitely a lot you can go check out yourself as well while you're here. Just depends if you want to walk it around or just hang out in the main street. You don't have to go too far from the wharf, basically where you get off the ferry, to do that. But I would like a little bit more of an adventure. I'm not going to sit there for the next few hours, so I'm just going to show you a couple more places while I'm over here. Now, accommodation wise, there are actually a couple of hotels you can stay on the island. It's not so much camping and four-wheel driving like the rest of the mainland up here, but a few places you can come over, stay, and then catch the ferry back if you want to do that. But most of the housing as well is looking a lot like this, so it does still feel a little bit remote. Obviously you're living the island life up here, but I don't know, pretty similar to the mainland as far as I'm concerned. Now, it is stupidly hot to be walking around in the sun today, but I think I'm actually going to go do Woolman Hill, which is where those wind turbines are, because I'd love to get up there. I think it'd be an awesome view. I'm not really sure, but I'm at the start of the road now. There's another kilometre from here. I'm just wondering if I can make it like in time to be back for the ferry. If I can, I'll head on up there, but can't be that difficult to check out. This is one of the schools I'm walking past at the moment, and just more housing as well headed up this hill. I'd say like majority of the island there is actually a fair bit of infrastructure. This is the most populated, I think, of the Torres Islands, sort of off the mainland, so there is actually a fair bit to come and look at up here. Okay, so apparently I just walked halfway up here and it's all like private property. I'm not really sure. I've come to this gate anyway. You can't really see the wind turbines from here, Yeah, look, I don't know if you're really supposed to walk up to the wind turbines, but it's on my little tourist map. So I'm assuming the gate is basically just for cars, but I want to go check it out while I'm here anyway, because I am not assuming I'm going to be back to TI anytime soon. Here we go. So I did make it up to the big wind turbines. They're actually massive, but the rest of the place basically looks like a little bit of a construction site. I'm not really sure if it's supposed to be access up here, but I can't see why you couldn't walk it. It's a pretty cool little spot. So just on the other side of the wind turbines, there's actually like a little lake just down in here, and obviously the water off the edge of the island. I think that spot would be really cool to explore as well if you had more time. I think if you lived on the island, there actually would be a fair few cool little spots that you could definitely find that basically everyone wouldn't be doing who just comes over for a day on the ferry. I think there definitely would be a bit to explore. So I am crazy hot. I'm just about to head back down to the beach because I don't want to run out of time and get stuck up here, because I've already paid for my ferry ticket back and it only leaves like once a day. So I want to get on that ferry essentially, but I'm going to head back via the beach and then head back towards the ferry over to mainland. Beautiful view over the water coming down as well. As soon as the cloud goes away, the water is just a crazy blue color and it's really, really pretty. A little bit like any of the islands you seem to go out to, the water just seems to be such a nice color. So as well, from up here you can actually see back to Green Hill. That's that point in the distance over here. That is where I was this morning on the bus tour, and it's just a little bit of a different perspective of the island. It gives you an idea how small the island is as well. Obviously I was over there, that's the far side of the island, so you can see basically the whole way around it. It's really cool from up here. You can definitely look down on the school, see a bit of the housing and infrastructure as well. Helps you put it in perspective a little bit. And then of course back down straight in front of me, end of this road, that is the harbour I'm looking out at, or the main terminal I guess, where I was down at the beach just earlier on. Pretty cool spot. So next stop is the Lions Lookout and back to the beach. This is, I would say, probably like one of the nicer parts of the island. There's a few maybe like run down sort of houses, but there's a few really expensive island houses over here as well. I'd say it is definitely a fair mix over here. Literally every person has a boat as well. Look, boat, boat. This guy has a red boat, another boat, every single house here. So weird here how like everything seems to be fenced off. I'm pretty sure this one's just because it's a walking track, but I mean, it's not signed very well. I don't think it's as touristy over here as Cape York if you're doing that, but like obviously tourists are going to come visit in the dry season and going to come check out the islands. So I really think you should as well, definitely. If you want to get over here from Cape York, it's worth a visit. This is actually such a random little dirt road. This one did say it had a walking track, so I guess this is it. Be nice if it told you a little bit more where you were going. But hey, I guess that's half the adventure. There we go. So just down in here, that is the Lions Lookout. I have no idea why this road is shut off to vehicles. It looks like it used to be a road at least, but that's pretty cool. This is a really good view actually over the water, so I'm really glad I've walked out here. I will of course give you guys a better look from the bottom, but I'm going to be pushing it time-wise to get back for my ferry. So I think I'm just going to go down, have a look, and then take the same track back. Otherwise, by the looks of my little tourist mappy thing, you could sort of scoot back around to the other side of the island and do a full loop, but I'm just going to have a look at where I am and where it goes, because I think time-wise this is going to be quicker to get me back. little old building on the side of the track. I don't know if this would have had like military significance given like the history from earlier. It's all pretty blocked off though, which is a shame. Can't see inside. Nah, it's all barricaded up, but still cool that there's little bits and pieces of remnants of things along the way. Oh, there we go. Oh, you can get inside. Wow, that's super creepy. Oh, I don't know, that place gives me the creeps. Obviously someone's been camping here. But that is sketchy. I think I am happy to keep moving on. Okay, I'm out of there. That place was super weird. It's weird also that there's like look at my view. Beautiful, beautiful clear view over the water. And there's like no one else around. Super strange, but I guess people are either working or sitting in the bar currently instead of doing the walking tracks. But seriously, it is beautiful out here. If you do get the option, come and check it out for yourselves. Definitely do this walk. I'll put a little map up somewhere, give you guys like an idea of what the island looks like so you can see where this is. I'll try and mark it on there for you. But yeah, come and check it out. Like, this is what you should be exploring on the island, seeing these little bits and pieces of different areas. And there we go. I'm gonna assume that is the Lions Lookout just before I go. Oh, that, another one of these little huts. Oh, they make me nervous. But check this out. This will be the lookout, so hopefully there'll be a really pretty clear view from there. There we go, another one of these huts as well. My only guess would be that they are basically military or ex-military buildings. Oh, so creepy. Beautiful view, but creepy little spots. Okay, now I reckon this one's the actual lookout if I don't get distracted anymore. And that's the track that you would keep following to do the full loop from here. Looks pretty abandoned, the whole thing, to be honest. What a cool little spot. Okay, so obviously I did make it up to look out at that view. I think I'm just going to sit here for a while and enjoy it because it's super hot to walk back and I've got a nice shady spot here. But if any of you guys have visited yourself and know anything about those bunkers or the history of them, feel free to let me know in the comments because they're super weird. I don't know, I am seriously guessing because of the military history here, they would have been lookout bunkers, but again, my little map doesn't tell me anything about them, and that's what I love, like coming to these places and finding those spots that they don't want you to find, but don't basically tell you to come out and see, because they are really, really cool. So yeah, just gonna take in this view and then I will head back before I miss my boat, because I don't want to be sleeping in one of these. That, seriously, not for me. But I'm going to enjoy the view while I'm here and head on back down. Okay, so I am headed back. I just want to check out this one other bunker that I saw on the way. Give it a quick little look. This one's just down in the bushes a bit more. It was the one I pointed out on the way. But I'm going to see if I can get in there as well. It'd be an awesome view over the ocean if I could get up on that for sure. Oh, this one's not enclosed. Oh, that's really pretty. Imagine camping here and just looking out at the ocean. That watercolor is seriously incredible. reels now. I am headed back. That view is beautiful and I'm sure there is more to explore, but I have a boat to catch, so I will see you all back on the water.